how your store will grow from no sales to $2,000 in one day. In this video, I will show you the exact reasons why your store is stuck at no real sales and the specific fixes that turns this around. And I promise you, I literally promise you, I'm going to walk through everything and you will have no excuses left after you actually paid attention to this video. So you can literally throw your excuses after you watch this video till the end right into the garbage. I promise you. Just pay attention. If you're watching this video, you probably have no good sales at all, but you didn't just throw up a random store. You have spent time on your store and you've probably watched many tutorials, but you realize that there's only generic advice in literally every single YouTube video. So if you pay attention to this video will literally change your e-com journey. In 2023, I scaled my own store to my first $10,000 in one day, and a few weeks later, I received my first $25,000 bulk order. So now 3 years later, I work one-on-one with established 5 to 6 figure brands to help them reach the next level. So many videos say that the reason your store is stuck is because of the traffic. Your traffic is bad, or you have no social proof on your website, your ads are not aesthetic and professional enough, or your website just needs to have a better conversion rate and you have to optimize it. This is all completely wrong. This is the most generic advice I've ever heard, and no one that actually did it with e-commerce pays so much attention to all these things, right? Because there are only 3 things that determine if a store actually gets sales, and I'm going to make a deep dive into each actual thing. The first one, step 1, is your cold friendly offer. You have to make an actual good offer, not just stack some bundles or maybe throw in a small free gift, but your offer has to communicate to the customer that there's no other alternative to solve their problem than your product, and the only real way to fix their problem is through buying your product and using your product. Your offer should also communicate that no other competitors can give your customers the same thing as you, because people in dropshipping buy through the direct action impulse, right? This means they go on the website and they decide in a few seconds if they are gonna buy your product or not. And most people have a wrong mindset. They are trying to explain and to sell to people that are already in the game. So they know about the products, they know about the other solutions, and they try to sell to them by saying that our product is actually very good, you should buy our product. But this is completely wrong. You should target people that see your product for the first time, and you have to get them to think, this is exactly what I need, right? This is exactly what I need to solve my problem. A very good example for good offers is actually based. Let's take a look at the website. You can see here they are selling bundles and not single products at all, because they know their customers' desire, what their customers actually want. Their customers want very good curly hair, and each product in their offer is there to help the customer reach their goal faster and way better. So they are not selling their products completely single, but they are selling it in a bundle which will help the customer to reach their goal faster. This is, for example, the shower do bundle, right? This helps the customer reach their goal faster to have good hair. So a shampoo alone would maybe help them get good hair and maybe the ingredients are good, but they market it as a shower do. So they now have a conditioner included, which helps them to raise the perceived chance to reach their goal. Because at the end of the day, we are selling our target customer a higher goal. We always have a higher purpose we fulfill with our products to the customer. People only buy a product because they have a goal or a problem to get rid of. So at the end of the day, we are selling a higher goal, but the goal is just covered by the consume, by our product. So the more likely it is that we can guarantee our goal achievement to the customer because we have not one product but rather the whole set, so the chance that they achieve their goal is way higher. And this is also something we can use to tell way more in our ads. Most people are scared to sell a bundle or a larger offer, maybe because of the price. But the bundle is way more authentic than just selling one product single, because all these other things in your bundle can actually help the customer reach their goal. The next thing are your ads. So there's a whole process revolving around ads. The first thing you have to do is to figure out your exact customer avatar. And something like the age or the gender is not good enough, and this is just a demographic. You have to go really deep into the avatar. I need you to know what they are thinking in their heads. I need you to know how their day is, what their usual day is, what their habits are, what their way of thinking are. You have to go as deep as you can into the customer avatar research. Then you have to figure out your winning desires and your winning pain points. For example, is their desire that they have very good curly hair? Or is their desire that they actually want to attract women because they have very good curly hair? Or is their desire to actually regrow their hair and have good hair that is not damaged because they are afraid of balding? Then you have to find out your unique mechanism. So what is the unique way your product works that solves a problem that no other product does? So you first have to create a belief shift in the customer's mind. So you have to shift the way they think why they have the problem. Then you explain why they have the problem. And then you go into the deep, unique root why your product actually solves the problem. So you have to get the match between the unique problem mechanism and the unique solution mechanism, your product. For example, for knee pain, we found out this unique mechanism. Knee pain is actually caused by a sensory shutdown. It reduces trust in the joint and it's miscommunicating with the brain. Then we did some solution bashing, so why other products don't work. For example, painkillers silence pain temporarily, but they don't restore communication. Then the belief shift, your knee doesn't hurt because it's weak, it hurts because it's stuck in protection mode. And then our product and the unique mechanism solution of our product. Our product is rebooting the communication loop between the knee and the brain. So why only our product, a heated knee brace, can solve this problem? You need constant localized heat. You need it without movement while the knee is relaxed and combined with light compression so that your communication loop between your knee and your mind can actually be rebooted. This is an example for a unique mechanism and you have to find out your winning unique mechanism for your product. After you have found your winning mechanism and your winning desires, you now test the different awareness stages. Everyone who does e-commerce has to know about these stages: the unaware stage, problem aware stage, solution aware stage, product aware stage, and most aware stage. If you're doing below 6 figures in a month, product aware and most aware does not make any sense at all and it doesn't exist in your vocabulary because no one actually knows your product yet. So the sentence you should have figured out for your ads is: which offer do I sell as which desire to our target customer avatar in which awareness stage. The last and one of the most important steps is your funnel. You have to think of your funnel like this, right? Every step brings the target audience closer to the purchase. And if you just hit your ads and you send them to the product page, your funnel has not created any trust or any steps at all for the customer to actually buy your product. A good funnel would look like this, right? You create your ad, you catch the attention, then you send them to the pre-sale page where you implement your unique mechanism, you shift their way of thinking about the problem, and you position your product as the only solution. After they now know that your product is the only solution, they get sent to the sales page, the product page. There they see all the benefits, the product in detail, and then they will purchase. A very good example for a very good funnel is actually Happy Mammoth with this ad. It's a supplement brand which sells supplements to older women. After you click on this ad, you now get sent to the pre-sale page. So a pre-sale page can be called an advertorial. And the structure of the advertorial is as following. First, you go deep into the pain, so you remind them why they clicked at the ad in the first place, so that their state of the mind is already fearing and they have all these negative thoughts about the problem. So it seems more important to them now than ever. In this case, they remind them that they have stubborn joint pain, and that is one of the toughest menopause symptoms. Then the belief shift. So they explain the unique reason why these women have the problem, and they explain it to them in a way that later on only their product works. Because hormonal joint pain is totally different from regular pain. So they take their pain and they shift it from normal joint pain to hormonal joint pain. Well, how can you fix this unique hormonal joint pain? With their supplement, they have a unique mechanism because they explain each ingredient and how it helps for their unique hormonal joint pain. Then you get shown all the social proof, right? All these conversion tactics already in the advertorial. The proof here, real verified results. See why women all over the world call Hormone Harmony, their product, life-changing. Then you see all these reviews. Wow, very good, very good. And now you get the call to action. So you get shown some benefits again. And now try Hormone Harmony now. If they don't click on your call to action, they probably have some questions or some doubts. And this is what the objection handling is for. The objection handling comes after the call to action. Because the only reason they haven't clicked on your product page yet is not because they don't understand your product or they don't understand their pain, but they have some doubts and some questions that are still open. And then we hit them with the objection handling. In this case, it was done by an FAQ. For example, how do I use this product? Where's the formula produced? How does the formula taste? And you have to do some research what the most people are worried about your product, and then you can hit them with the objection handling. So the purpose of this advertorial is that they have an intermediate step before the offer. They get enlightened, they get some trust through the social proof, you create demand through the pain because you shift their minds into this negative state of thinking about the pain because it's now so important. Then you create the belief shift so the whole way of thinking about the problem changes, right? Imagine how powerful it is that someone thinks totally different about the problem and that after you explain it to them, The only way they can actually solve this problem is by your product, and then the objection handling right at the end. But if you are serious about dropshipping and you really want to scale your store, have a look at my online community Scaling Ecom. In here, the first 50 members get a free one-on-one call with me where we lay out your exact next steps. If you don't want to pay high prices, for example $5,000 a month to get the one-on-one coaching, you can join my online community Scaling Ecom. I'm really trying to build a nice tight community here. This is my baby. I literally put in so much effort into Scaling Ecom. All the resources that usually only my 5 to 6 figure brands I currently consult get are inside of Scaling Ecom. I have all my winning advertorials, my winning scripts, my winning ads. Everything is inside of this online community. So I'm excited to see you inside of Scaling Ecom. If not, it's a bye for now, but I will see you in my next video.